Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I hope you are all well. I hope you're all doing better than me. I feel like death. But we have work to do. More accurately, we have stainless steel to make, or attempt to make at least. That's still going. How many of these did we say we wanted to keep? Hold on. Bear with me. 1024. Oh, right, yeah, that's stopped now. That's fine. Okay. Right, so we left off last time working our way through modern industrialization. And now today, due to the last couple of updates, we no longer technically need to do modern industrialization. It has been made optional in the ATM store. It used to be that we needed the large advanced motors here, but now the creates in here, we can also use mechanical arms. Blast-proof casings. Which one? Where were they? Blast-proof casings were in somewhere. Not there. Improbability drive? Yeah, now these can now be switched out for the 256mm drives. And then the uranium fuel rods can be switched out for a blaze burner. I mean, how are those similar level items? Like a blaze burner, all you need is a bit of iron and a blaze. And then the uranium fuel rod, you've got to go through the whole progression of modern industrialization. But okay. Fair enough. Rallius, how are you doing? I hope you are well. So that's the plan for today. I say that's the plan. The plan for today is we need to get to what's it called? Stainless steel. That is the plan for today. Now, what we're missing as far as stainless steel is concerned is basically chromium and manganese. Manganese, I don't actually know how we're getting the manganese. Manganese sulfuric solution, I guess. Oh, I didn't even think that. Oh, I didn't even look at that before. Which means we need manganese dust and sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acids. Wait, manganese dust we get from centrifuging the raw iron. Okay, so that's where we need to bring the centrifuges in. Okay, that's fine. That's doable. So we need to basically redirect the raw iron, stop it going into there. Oh, wait, that's a point. Oh, right, yeah, we could filter the output for raw iron in there, which actually that's what I was trying to do. Well, why I set the filter up in the first place. And now if we get any raw iron in there, it should just stack up and be fine. Today's first day back from PTO. Oh, it always used to be a rough day. When I did actually used to work, that was always a rough day. How did the week off help? Did you find that helped? Let's claim some of this stuff as well before we go too far. And we got the ATMs. Oh, what have we got in here that we didn't before? All right, modern industrialization. Okay. Oh, speaking of modern industrialization as well, we do also have more quest lines now. I don't think I'm going to bother with these, honestly. I think I'm just going to go through and, unless I really get stuck, I think we're just going to go through and we're going to just figure out what we need to do via JEI. And just to see how difficult that is. Basically, I'm making my life as difficult as possible. Because this is me. And I am a glutton for punishment, apparently. Let's put the stuff away in here. Managed to work up the courage to make an appointment for an HRT consult tomorrow, so that's good. That's at least, that sounds like progress at least. So hopefully that goes well. Alright. So... yeah, we're already getting 120 raw iron in now. Guitarland, hello. I think I'm actually going to do the same thing here as we've done over here. Just to keep this as efficient as possible. If we take that and then change that to allow, that way everything gets stocked up in here. And then we want to switch these around. And then we'll basically copy what we've got over here. I think we can literally just copy the whole thing.
Oh, I see. Running away! You yellow bastard!
All right, no worries, Therian. Wait, hang on. What was it you said you were doing today? You were setting up the new printing desk, I think, right? Yeah, good luck with that. I hope it goes well, man. I appreciate the luck. Guitar Lillian, hello. You not getting ping/you anymore? Wait, how come? I mean, I know Twitch got rid of that, but did they? Ah, that's annoying. But there was a Frank Face said thing, wasn't it? If I remember rightly. Have they removed it now as well? Don't know work for you on away over weekend now, or slash you a black. Hang on, let me try mine. Mine seems to be working. At least it's showing up for me as red. Is mine showing up as black as well? Or is it just yours? All are black. Oh. It's showing up okay for me. Which browser are you using? Is this you finding all the weird bugs again, Guitar Lillian? Using for okay. I'm using Opera GX. Maybe it's just a browser thing. Maybe there's something with an update with Firefox. Right, okay. So another thing we might need to figure out today is we are going to probably need a lot of salt. And I don't know if there's another way for us to get this. We're all, at the minute, we're just getting it, like, without cheesing, that is. At the minute, we're just getting salt ore in from the, from this. But it's not like a hugely high chance. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing item. Oh, have I not got set up item pipes yet? Ooh, okay. I don't suppose you know if either FFZ or Firefox have updated recently. Like, could it just be an issue with? Could it just be an issue with updates? Did I do bronze bendy plates? I did. Perfect. We do 64 of those then. I was taking the time of those. Oh, the rubber sheets. Probably passive those, actually, honestly. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. At least I'm guessing you can re-verify it. Okay, so we need to be making both hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid now. Hydrochloric acid for the chromium dust. Oh, we also need ruby dust as well. Where do we get rubies from? Oh, from centrifuging redstone, that's right. We have got a lot to set up today. We're gonna need at least a few centrifuges though. So I think I've got one. If I make another, just make another 3 for now. I can't do that because I need silicon ingots. Yay! Okay. I am getting close to wanting to cheese silicon ingots, by the way. Although I guess we can probably... How can we output the silicon to here? I guess we can just, since we're just using these at the minute for silicon dust, I guess we can just... Oh, we can't set the recipe on here. We can't, like, just click the recipe in there. Okay. So... Wait, hang on. What? How, it's quartz dust, isn't it? And coke dust. Hey, there you go. That's working for me. Oh, God. Who let Quiet in? I mean, hi, Quiet. How you doing? Oh, can we make carbon dust now? Oh, we could arguably make carbon dust now and improve the yield of this. And we can stop doing the coal coke. Is that going to be better? It's working on my end, Guitar Lulin. Oh, but then again, it would do. It's Frankfurt said kind of does it at the client side, doesn't it? So yeah, it would do. Yeah. Does it? I'm assuming it doesn't just need. It isn't as simple as something as simple as just it just needs reactivating or re kind of updating. That's the word. Oh, I've just realized how we can easily do this. Right, I'm actually, I think, going to turn off these so we don't get any more coke dust through. I'm going to let us go through all of the coke dust that we have, and then I'll switch over to getting carbon dust instead. The way we're going to do this is going to be like... Oh, I can't do that, can I? Dang it. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's not going to work either, is it? Shit. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. We can just do that, can't we? And do that. Uh-huh. Or... Yeah, that'll work. And then we just need to come up from here. Quiet.
Bitch.
Wow. Quiet with the Prime sub. 73 months. Come and get some love and hearts in chat. Go and put you in the sub world. You're feeling spicy today. We haven't. Oh, we haven't. It's not actually like done it multiple times this time either. Where are you? Quiet. Where are you? I've forgotten what your new skin looks like. There you are. Never mind. There we go. The Quiet EST girl. That always go. Wait, are you in the exact same place as last month as well? There we go. Thank you, Quiet. Appreciate you. And there we go. Perfect. All right. How are you feeling anyway, Quiet? Oh, yeah, I'm absolutely spelling it like that. Why wouldn't I? That's the way it's supposed to be spelled, right? You are the Quiet EST girl. Oh, God, what did that connect to? Oh, nothing. Okay. Not sure why there's random things there, but okay. I'm hoping I haven't just gone over the channel limit on this. Oh, no way we should have done. How are we doing? Oh, only 8 channels. Okay, we're good. We're fine. Except I can't get back up there again now. I've lost my hole. There we go. Wait a minute, what are those? Oh, fluid outputs in case we needed them. Okay, that's fine. I might actually, you know what? I think I might just have 2 of these for silicon ingots. Rather than both of them. And then we can use the other 2 for anything else if we need it. Oh, the only thing is we do need to smelt the output. Oh, wait, no, do we need to smelt the output? Is there anything we need the actual silicon dust for? Yes, we do still need it for batteries. Okay, we don't need to smelt the output. Reading manifest warning, processing externally connectable. An unexpected property is found in the web extension manifest. Okay. Oh, well, that's good. That's helpful. Okay, so that was fine as it was. I just need to make sure. Silicon dust and silicon dust. I just need to make sure that we have somewhere to store the silicon dust. Which we currently do not. Let's fix that. I have got 368 silicon dust, though. Alright, so we need one of those. Not silicon dust. I have no idea what that is. Silicon dust and a destruction card. By the way, guys, it is going to be quite a short stream today. Probably around about 3 hours or so. A, I'm not feeling overly well, and B, I need to go and do some shopping. Where's my portable cell workbench? Am I going blind? Oh, it's there. Yes, I'm going blind. Oh, the good start. Pick up some vodka for you. I'm not going anywhere near alcohol. I definitely don't need alcohol at the minute. Because I would have to drink it for you as well, Quiet, because you're a little far away for me to send it. And I feel that there will probably be some issues with trying to send vodka or any clear fluids through the through to the States. Okay, right. So we need quartz dust. We probably want to shut this off at a certain point. Wait, what was the other thing we needed? quartz dust, and coke dust. We probably want to get the redstone things in here as well. How was everyone's weekend anyway? What did everybody get up to? That's what do we want? We want emitters. If we say 2048 silicon dust, we'll emit a signal when it's below that, and the same over here. Hey, Loving Life, how you doing? All right. I need my wrench. Oh, by the way, I don't know if any of you guys remember me talking about my my solo All the Mods 10 kind of like long-term world. I have started to I have started that world now. Yeah, I'm sick of just haven't slept yet. Honestly, probably a little bit of both. I did sleep, but I only got a couple of hours. I slept around about 11 o'clock last night. I was exhausted yesterday, so I fell asleep around about 11 o'clock, then woke up around about midnight, and then was awake until this morning, and I think I slept for maybe about half an hour, and then got up and helped Em with some stuff. Then got home and got a couple more hours then. But I've not been sleeping. I've been sleeping even worse than normal recently, and I think I am getting ill. I don't know. I'm not sure though. What are my plans for the long-term Old Mods world? I basically want to focus more on building with it. I want to focus more on building with it and have. It's not going to be as it's going to be as automated as my usual world, but there's going to be a lot of places that are built like largely just for aesthetics. I also want to work on some kind of larger scale builds eventually as well, and have areas for different things and have lore behind everything and stuff like that. That's the plan. So far, I haven't got very far though. I'm more than happy to show pictures on Discord. I'm more than happy to do like a little tours every now and then. But there's basically nothing there right now. I've got a storage room, and I've dug down like a mine shaft. It's going to be an actual proper mine shaft as well. And I've just trying to sort out a nether portal. But I will tell you, building with crappy tools is horrible. It really is. It takes so long to fucking break anything down again when you get it wrong. Anyway, what am I doing? Silicon ingots. That is what we're doing. What are we doing? Furnace. Well, that's the thing, though. I'm trying not to rush anything. I've enjoyed the process of, I've enjoyed the process of just kind of building, and because I don't feel like I can build properly on stream the way I normally do. I do a lot of building something, tear it down because I'm not quite happy with it. Build something, tear it down. I go into kind of like the minute details. Like if something doesn't look like exactly right, I will take it out, even if it's like very, very close to what I want, but it's not there. I will tear it down. But it takes so much longer to do it. It took me about like 8 hours to build my storage room, and it's not even finished yet. I've not done the interior of it yet, but woke up super early today for no reason. You've been very productive. Hey, productive days are good. I was quite productive this morning, helping Em, at least. So, I do drink energy drinks, yeah. Try not to drink too many of them, but I do drink them. Why are you not? Oh, right, I know why you're not. No? Oh, because I set those to blacklist, didn't I? Whoops. No wonder we weren't getting any silicon dust in. Right, okay, where were we? Right, so chromium is the first thing we're working on at the minute. To get chromium, we need ruby dust. To get ruby dust, we need to centrifuge redstone. That will also give us more quartz dust, tiny neodymium dust, and iron dust. So that's kind of what we need to do at the moment. We're going to be doing I think I'm going to do 2 centrifuges for that to begin with. And we're going to need 2 centrifuges for other things. Oh, we don't have tin rods set up yet either. Where are my rods? Okay, so we need another cutting machine. Though, no, not 1,000 cutting machines, chat. Found a new flavor of energy drink from a line new called Strawberry Sunrise, and it tastes like strawberry and orange cream candies. Oh, that does sound pretty good. I don't think that's a brand that we have over here. Like, really, the only brands that we tend to have are like Monster. We don't have a huge amount of selection. All right. That sounds both incredible and also extremely sugary. It definitely sounds sugary. But then again, I don't think there are many. Even the zero sugar energy drinks kind of taste sugary. Sorry, the zero sugar energy drinks. I don't know if I feel like I said zero energy drinks there. I don't know. I'm not quite with it today. All right, let's copy all of these. Although we don't need to copy. Oh no, we do need to copy that. And this. Wait, what are we making at the minute? Tin rods, right? Yeah, tin rods. Oh, right. We're going to need a storage cell for those as well. It's definitely both. Oh, okay. So my head is not with it at all today. I literally feel like kind of death warmed up at the moment. So you're going to need to bear with me a little bit because I will not be at full capacity, to put it mildly. But that's fine. Right, we need tin ingots in there. I think we limit these to 8, right? Yeah. And then we needed 2 greens and a blue. It's doing the whole thing again with the lubricant. It does not want to respect that filter. Nope. Does not want to respect that filter at all. The weather weird over there the past week, like you've gone between 22 degrees Celsius within a day. It's been a little bit cold. That's about it. Hey, you can be whichever bear you like, loving life. Except Mama Bear, she's taken. See if Kath can help you when he wakes up. Something's broken with the add-on. The Google seems to say the first problem happened to a lot of people, but most did not get the follow-up. Oh. There you are, finding the weird errors again, Guitar Lilin. Right, last time we did this. Yeah, it's not respecting these filters, like, at all. Can we? Yeah, I can. Okay, right. Let's just filter these for. Oh no, I can't filter these for fluids in here, can I? And I have to have them in the fluid card first. Well, shit. That's awkward. Basically, I like the counting filters don't seem to want to work with this. So I'm basically just going to have to make sure we've always got 16 buckets of lubricant in these. I'm just hoping we have enough lubricant to fill them all in the first place. Otherwise, this is going to be awkward. We are passively crafting lubricant, but it's just not coming in super quickly. I guess we can fix that, though. It should be fixable. Right, have you now got lubricant in you? You do. Okay, perfect. Right, we need a redstone card thingamawhatsits. Need more covered cables. There's so much repetition in this. Alright, cable anchor. The ironic thing now is that we really don't even need to do this anymore. Modern industrialization is now optional for the star. But since we started, I figured we should probably finish. Fuck's sake, quiet. Great extension, but on GitHub they explain how it has been caught between Twitch making changes and Mozilla taking too long to approve updates. Here, so this version is currently broken. Oh, okay. So it's definitely not a you thing, at least, then. That's not what we want in there. No. At least you know that the error isn't on your end. Oh wait, did I log that? I did. There we go. Right, 10 rods, and we need a emitter. You are not likely to be doing anything yet, because we haven't sent you any tin ingots. Hey! Automod's doing its thing. Hey, how you doing? There we go. We got tin rods coming in now. Can I make 3 more centrifuges now? Please. I can. Excellent. Essentially a week net from now, you can have a... Ouch. Alright, there we go. So we are stopping that coming through. Oh yeah, the other bits we can do, we have to do in other ways, don't we? Where am I going to set these up? Stupid looking dog picture you posted in the Discord. You're in someone turned it into an emote. That's quite cool. Hey, we have our centrifuges, right. So for right now, we're going to use 2 of these. I think we're going to end up with at least 1 more of these, I think. So for right now, if we come over like here-ish, in line with that, and that, I'm going to have 2 rows of these, 1 for centrifuging redstone, 1 for centrifuging iron. That's the one. Firefox recently rejected the March 4th update due to a failure to follow instructions on their own part. When attempting to recreate the built extension from source files, they failed to install a dependency, and instead of doing even a surface level investigation of why their build failed, they just rejected it, and now we're back in line. So, oh, that's ridiculous. So basically it's on Firefox's end. Right, I've realized there is something we are going to need to do here, though. We're centrifuging redstone. Where is the centrifuge? Right, we're centrifuging redstone. 60 seconds. Ouch. But this is the bit that's buggering. That's gonna kind of bugger things up. The neodymium tiny dust. Because we need to basically turn that into... Wait, do I need neodymium dust for anything? Oh, we can do just straight into superconductor dust. Yeah, so basically we want to have a packer underneath this as well. And then we will send all of the neodymium tiny dust into the packer. And then pack it and then turn it into neodymium dust. So basically one of these sides, and I think it's going to be this one. We need to make a packer. Which we don't have a recipe for yet. Let's fix that. Green long lines for approval of commits, and then Firefox testers not doing their job. Does the wireless transmitter do what the transmitter blocks do? Honestly, I have no idea. You'll have to kind of hopefully get help from somebody else in chat with that one, because I don't use RS enough to know, unfortunately. What do I need? Interface. Oh, and in answer to your question on Discord, Quiet, no, it wasn't because of that. It's because otherwise I would have just been lying in bed, bored out my mind. So, it was not because of that. All right. Do that. We need the fluid pipes. Everything has power. I'm gonna move the power. I'm gonna move that, I think, because I want to be able to. Oh, actually, that's kind of awkward, isn't it? I want to be able to turn all of these off as needed. So we're gonna have to bring this down here instead. That way we can at least get in here and bring a another ME cable up there to turn things off as needed. Oh, you got it in the end then, Guitar Lulin. Have you had a chance to play it yet? How is it? All right, so we want to output. We're gonna do this with lasers again, I think. It's just easier. Started for the first time now. It's a menu so far. Is it an interesting menu? Right. So, these are going to be for the redstone. These will be for... Oh, how's that going to work? Oh, I guess that kind of does still work. Because basically we need to pull from here and pull the iron from there over to here and then output from here. How is that gonna work? I guess we'll just have to pull it down, go underneath there. And yes, we could just go straight up there, but that's the easy way to do things. All right, and we want this to be... Right, raw iron. The fuck was that? I'm hearing random noises again. I thought we were going to Aldi later, Em. I thought that was the plan. Yeah, this is what we want, the manganese crushed dust from here. So we're going to do 6 in there, and then... Where is it? There it is. No, I could do with going anyway, Em, to be honest, if that's okay. Like, unless you want to go now. Unless you want to grab it now, then you can do. But I could do with going to Aldi anyway. All right, so we need... Don't need to filter this, thankfully. Need to insert into there. Insert into there. I'm going to do these on... Right, no matter whether I scroll up or down, it just sends the number down. That's a little weird, but okay. You two, you just heard a high-pitched sound? It wasn't a high-pitched sound that I heard. It probably wasn't the same thing, but that's strange. Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't think about that. We can't output... Oh, no, we can do this now. This is easy enough to do now, isn't it? Yeah. Never mind, ignore me. I'm full of crap. If we just deny that, we can remove the filter, and that'll start sending stuff through to there. Perfect. I mean, if you want to get food now as well, Em, like, feel free. There's nothing stopping you. You are obviously more than welcome to. Okay. Oh, yeah, these are going to take like 60 seconds, aren't they? So what do we need? We need a thing for... Is it manganese dust? Or crushed manganese? Yeah, manganese crushed dust. We need a storage cell for. We're going to need one for the... chromium crushed dust as well, eventually. Oh, God, we need another layer of centrifuges. Okay, I might need to move some of this stuff out of the way. Because this is going to need to go from one centrifuge to another. This is... how am I going to do this? Fuck it. We're not trying to make this look good. We're just trying to get it working. That's the main thing. Right, for right now, we need a instruction card, and we need that. Or manganese crushed dust. Well, if you do what you gotta do, feel free to grab a snack. I wonder why will this, like, when I use the scroll wheel, why will this only scroll downwards? That's really odd. Actually, no, I think we do want this to be on green because we need to know that this is a separate thing to that. Anyway, we need to extract from here. And insert into there. Hey, Pass, how you doing? First death in your new game and lost a bunch of your gold you saved up from selling fish. Wait, what game are you playing? Loving life. Right, okay, so that's got iron dust coming in now, and we've got a ton of iron dust already, which is nice. All that iron dust is from the setups over here, by the way. Like, all this is coming from we ran out of drills. Oh, I'm missing copper blades. Make a recipe for those. Do I have bendy copper plates being made? I do not. Okay, so we need another compressor and bending machine. I'm regressing my way of doing this, by the way. It's kind of, it's an okay way of doing it, but it's kind of, I wish I had done it as request crafting rather than everything, like every single item passived. Because it's taking a lot of work. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. That's fine. Everything is fine. Okay. What a dull museum. No climbing on any of the bones, fossils, or historic memorabilia. Ugh. How dare they? Just take everyone's fun away. Alright, so this needs to be... Wait, what are we doing here? Copper? Copper bendy plates? Wait, is it copper bendy? Wait, is that what I'm trying to make? I think it is, right? Wait, that's letting me do it now. Oh, no, but no, I do still need the copper bendy plates. That's right. That's fine. Called Fate Reawakened. It's a remake of a dungeon crawler that came out on Wild Tangent like 20 years ago. Oh, cool. Sounds fun. Right, copper ingots. Filter that. I'm missing, I'm missing a bunch of overclockers, aren't I? Right, where's purple? I tell you what I would have really liked for the color applicator. Like a radial wheel that you could use to pick a color. Rather than having to scroll through all of them. Yeah, the reason I'm regretting doing it this way rather than request crafting is simply because every time I do this, I have to set all of this up again. For each new item. And once we get to a certain point, obviously all the items will be there anyway. So once it's done, it's done. We only have to do it once, but... What did I set the rest at? I did set them at 4,096. Okay. I do need a storage cell. It's like half my time gets spent doing the setup for this slot. So if I were to do this again, I would definitely do it differently. What tangent? Now that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. I've never heard of it, honestly. I didn't. So what exactly was Wild Tangent? There we go. And then we need to connect those up. And put that in there. Okay, so we need to make the drill. We should probably start switching over to doing these in assemblers soon. Because it will be slightly cheaper, I think. And a flashlight browse plugin thing. Oh, so kind of like the congregate kind of thing. But like I'm guessing a not online version. Ah. I miss Flash games. Alright, and we need to output a redstone. And then we got to find the centrifuge recipes. Oh my god, where are the centrifuge recipes? Oh, literally right there. There we go. Right, so that's that. Well, we will limit this to 10. These ones I don't think we need to turn off at any point. Oh wait, there's a machine settings copier, isn't there? Hold on, what am I doing? If I do that, hey, that's a lot easier. Shipped on a lot of old PCs in the US with Windows. So was it more of a US-based thing then? That might explain why I haven't heard of it. Right, this needs to be filtered for tiny neodymium dust and given a higher priority. And then this needs to blacklist tiny neodymium dust. And then we need to extract from there on threads. Now this will take forever, but Oh, yeah, I was wondering, like, why is the efficiency going up so slowly on this? But it's simply because we have, it takes 60 seconds to run through the recipe. Alright, we are going to need to make sure this is working. And the ruby dust, we'll have to store the ruby dust. So we're going to need a couple more 64K drives, one for ruby dust, one for neodymium, neither of which we have. So ruby dust. And neodymium dust. Oh, I tell you what, I did finally get to play the other day. I finally bought and got to play. I finally got to play Repo. Only single player at the moment, though. I haven't been able to play with anybody else yet, so it's not been quite as fun. But it does seem fun. I need Becky to get to, or anybody else, or Becky or Em to get home and get to her computer, or somebody that I can play Repo with. Hey, miss, how are you doing? I should play for the Fate series of games, and now it's all 4 games in the series in one. In the remaster, which looks identical to the original. Nice. I probably wouldn't be playing it on stream, miss, but there's at least a reasonable chance I would be playing it in Discord. What else? We're getting iron. We're gonna end up with so much iron dust. Oh, the neodymium's only a chance, isn't it? It's not a guaranteed thing. Yeah, it's only a 50% chance. Okay, that's fine. You're working on it? You are. And to be honest, you've made some very, very decent progress from what I saw this morning, so... Hey, there we go. We're getting the neodymium dust into there now. Okay, right. So that should start compressing the neodymium and then put that into the ME system. This is going through the iron. We do seem to be going through all the iron, which is good. Although it does mean that these will... it does mean that these will lose their overclocking. But I think for right now, that's fine. Doing an Enderman themed tunnel to your Ender. All coming together. Nice. Is that on your vanilla server, Mez? Tell you what, I'm regretting not putting my my tea in my new thermos flask thing. It's already going cold. Okay. We do want to get these to turn off at a certain point. I imagine we are never going to reach the certain point that we are going to want to turn these off at. But you never know. So I would like to at least make sure we can turn them off. Basically, I want them to turn off if we ever drop below, say, like 1.5 million redstone. That's 1.5 million, isn't it? Yeah, 1.5 million. I imagine we are never going to reach that point, but I want it to stop outputting if we ever do. Let's get rid of those, get rid of that. Get rid of some of this stuff. Turn those off. And these will just keep going regardless. Well, it's almost got. It's been there an hour and it's almost cold already. But that's because I didn't put it in the thermos flask. So it was my own fault. Obviously. Okay, there we go. Right, so we've got those bits sorted out. We are getting now manganese crushed dust. We're not quite getting chromium crushed dust yet because we still need to centrifuge the ruby dust again, which takes... Oh, jeez. How much ruby dust do we get from centrifuging the redstone? Okay, we're only really going to need one centrifuge for this. You know what? I think I'm actually going to switch this around a little bit. Since... Oh, seriously? I don't have copper rods either? Oh, please. Right, we need a... What do we need? Cutting machine. Rods. I feel like I have forgotten to name some of these. Yeah, I have no idea what's in that. Some of these I haven't... Like, what the hell is that? Dark steel, okay. There's actually less things that I didn't name than I thought. I always forget to name at least a few things. That was never going to be named anyway, and that's just soul sands. Oh wait, is it soul sand or soul? Oh no, it'd be soulless sand, I'm guessing. Oh, let's double check. Yeah, soulless sand. We really didn't need to keep much of that. And I think that's forbidden in Arcanus. Okay, did I put the copper rods? No, I did. Okay, good. Right, so we need that. I have run out of turbines. Wait, for all the passive machines, I think I'm just going to use... Oh, fuck's sake, I'm missing copper rods. For all the passive machines, I think I'm just going to use... You know, I may as well just do this. I'm just going to use LV stuff until... unless we really need more. We'll just do another 8 turbines. I need purple. I need covered cables. And I need cable anchors. I do actually really like that as kind of like an aesthetic effect, with the cable anchors. What a nice effect. Right, fluid pipes. Oh, by the way, I did. I've not quite finished the structure for Ocean Block 2 that we were working on, but it is getting there. I've got a little bit to do, and then hopefully by the time we get back to Ocean Block, on probably Thursday or Friday. I shouldn't need to... I shouldn't need to worry about space for building for quite some time. There we go, and copy those. Oh, we're still like 340 buckets of lubricant. We should be fine. And then we just got to get copper ingots coming through here. Copper rods. I guess 4,096 again. There we go. Right, we've got copper rods coming in as well now. Oh, we are going through the iron. Or we are not going through the iron, should I say. So once these overclock, we should hopefully... I mean, probably not keep up with that, honestly, but... Just sneeze so many times, just make your eyes twitch. That doesn't sound good. Right, we needed another centrifuge. So basically what I'm going to do with the centrifuges is I'm going to put another one on top of here, and then unless we need the ruby dust for anything else, which we don't, I'm simply just going to put the ruby dust straight through into a centrifuge. Because it's going to be a while before we get to a point where we're doing, like, getting 6 ruby dust every 120 seconds, so... Not off the top of my head, Picticom. What are you using for piping? And also, I guess, what are you doing with the integrated dynamics? What are you doing with the items once you filter them? I'm guessing they will all have a they will all have a thing. Let's take them into a large chest, right? Okay. I'm sure they'll all have a tag which shouldn't they all have a tag denoting like rarity? Give me a second, right? Now I'm curious about this. Give me a second to switch this around. Oh, fuck. Ah, no. God damn it. Whoops. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Right, we want to take all of that out of there. We want to reset. How can I... you know what? Fuck it. I don't know how to clear that, but let's just do that instead. All right. So that's fine. All right. Simple question, valid answer would be no. I know, but no. So the thing is, though, you ask questions like that, and then it gets me curious as to how I would do it if I ever needed to do it. Give me a second. Let me filter that for ruby dust on a higher priority. And then extract from there. That hopefully should send any ruby dust we have into there. Let's take it a little bit out, or at least any ruby dust before excess. Oh shit, what we don't have though is place to store the chromium crushed dust. Or the aluminium dust, actually, for that matter, I don't think. Fuck. Of course we don't have any chromium. We won't have any aluminium crushed dust either. Okay, that's fine. Chromium crushed dust and... Oh, which aluminium dust do we get? I'm assuming that's... Yeah, just that one. Okay. So, aluminium dust and... What's the actual name of this? Chromium crushed dust. Right, so hopefully that will just keep doing its thing. It's going to do its thing over a very long period of time, but it should do its thing. All right, let's get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. The redstone control module needs to go in there. And I need to shift that. There. Put that on there and get rid of that lot. There we go. Right, okay. I'm going to go and see what tags the apotheosis items do have. And we've not left this box in quite a while, so... I don't know what the rest of our base is doing at the moment. We should have some apotheosis gear out here. Oh, what was it? There was something... Did that? Yeah, there's components. I guess if you just search for the apotheosis rarity NBT tag, so you search on components, then apotheosis rarity, although that's going to be awkward because it does not like colons in the... It doesn't like colons in the names, I've noticed. Right, hold on. Hey, Sky, how you doing? And GG, also GG's 82. I don't know if I said that yet or not, but if I didn't, GG. When you say AE gear, are you talking about the AE, is it the quantum armor? What is it looking for? Okay, hold on. Let me see. So basically, I think what you need to do is... Is there a Boolean? Wait, hang on. That's a good point, actually. How would you do that? Let me just grab a couple of barrels. Oh, I haven't got so much of the stuff that I haven't actually got set up yet. Like item exporters. Or even item interfaces I don't have yet. Jesus. If I grab one of those, and a logic cable. Hang on, export items that match the given NBT tag. I don't know if that goes with nested tags or not, though. I'm assuming that doesn't work with nested tags. Right, okay, so you need to get a tag then, I guess, that looks for... Hang on. Is there a way you can make a list of ones that contain a particular tag? Get a copy of the given NBT compound tag with the given NBT list entry. What does that look for? It's NBT. Oh, that's broken. The NBT list value of the given NBT tag. Have they got any kind of... Have they got any kind of actual tag that denotes that it's an apotheosis affixed item? The problem I've found with it, you should be able to do that. That should work, but I feel like there's got to be an easier way. Hang on, let me see. I want to see if there is a tag anywhere in it that just says this is an apotheosis affixed item. I'm assuming it's just the affixed items you're after, right? No, I don't want to copy that. I want to copy the entire fucking thing. Can I copy the entire thing? No, I can't. Of course I can't. Armors, vanishing, soulbound equipable, armor, vanilla armor, enchantable armor, soulbound extra, trimmable armor, enchantable, durability. No, okay. So, can I... Honestly, I'm kind of glad to be doing this, by the way, Pictocom, because this gives me a way to get away from modern industrialization for a little while. A nice, brief respite. Right, if we just try and get the NBT data of the item in there. Get the information from the item in there. Slot fill ratio, item, slot item. Yeah, we'll just do it on slot ID 0. But that just gives us an item, not the actual NBT data from it. No, there should be a way of doing the simple filter. I'm not good enough with integrated dynamics to just say, oh yeah, this is what you need to do. But it would be something that would be useful to know. Oh, wait, hang on. So what have we actually got? So MBT get tag, which will output that. But how do we make an actual MBT tag, like a nested NBT tag? I'm assuming. I agree. I struggle to read it as well. Honestly. I guess we can get the entity, the NBT data from that, but that doesn't help. What does this out? That outputs a boolean though, doesn't it? That's no use. We want to we want to be able to find that tag. I guess we can try what Triz says and see if that worked. I'm gonna guess not. I'll grab that for a second. So is it what? Components, all lowercase, and then apotheosis rarity, I guess? Is probably the one thing that you would need. I don't know if this works like this, though. I think that would be right. But it's not exporting it, so I guess not. Oh, hold up. If we just do... That worked. We just do apotheosis rarity. Set that in there. Make sure it is a... I never know which is checked and which is not. I'm assuming that's checked. Okay, so that didn't work. But the other one, the other way did. Subset, I'm assuming, is basically just saying if it is a... Require, if true, all items without MBT tag will not be matched. See, which is true and which is false with this? Like, that's got an X in it, but it's black. Like, this is the bit that really confuses me. Right, that did work before, though, with darker X is on or true. See, that makes less sense. That just makes so little sense. Like, why have an X in there when something's true? It's such a weird concept. Either way, that looked like it might work. But I think it needs to be component. And then apotheosis rarity. That seemed to work. But whether it works with just those items, I don't know. And then you set that to... Okay, never mind. That's just transferring everything. Oh, because it's just looking for component, isn't it? It's not looking for the second part. And I'm going to assume that every item has that component tag. Except that. Or that. Okay, so I am very confused. So searching for components. Given NBT tag must be a subset of the item NBT tag. That is... there's got to be a way to do this that I'm just not... that I'm just not getting. But again, that's just transferring everything, so it's not... Compound value in the given NBT compound tag with the given key name. Okay, so if we give... we're going to need a variable store for this, but... now, the other thing is, am I spelling that correctly? With the correct capitalization or not? That's the next question. Right, if we just give a variable store... leave those... so much of this just isn't entirely clear. At least not to me. Sorry, if the given NBT tag must be a subset of the item NBT tag. So what's... is there just like a specific item NBT tag? Oh, right. So that's the item NBT tag. And then it's going to be components, and then apotheosis rarity. Oh, for fuck's sake. I've got it as component, not components. That's going to be part of the problem. Maybe not the only problem, but part of it. It does need to be a subset. Doesn't need to be a superset. Should require the item NBT. Oh, if NBT tags should be checked recursively. So I'm assuming... I don't know the order in which this is supposed to be doing things with this. Like, can we just search for... Can we just do Apotheosis Rarity in there? Today was probably not the best day to try and do this. Yeah, see, it just ignores that second part, unless we can do that. But does it include? Does it keep the quotation marks in there? I don't understand why it's exporting those. I don't understand why it's exporting anything there. That makes no sense. Like, it's looking for the NBT tag Apotheosis Rarity. Now, the laser nodes definitely do not have that NBT tag. But when it says subset of the item NBT tag, does that mean a like direct subset of it? It really does not seem to handle colons very well. I want something that outputs an NBT. I guess we could do it this way. Hold on, if we grab this slot from here. I feel like this is getting way more complicated than it needs to be. Like, it should be easy. Like, this is the kind of thing that you feel like it should be easy to do. If we do NBT get tag from components, and then we get Apotheosis Rarity, and then we grab that. I wouldn't say it's definitely not useless, but it is definitely a lot more painful than it needs to be. We do want it to require the item NBT tag, I guess. We don't want it to check recursively. What I don't understand is why it's extracting everything. So technical with a horrible interface and terminology no one understands? Yeah. Certainly not somebody who doesn't come from a programming background like I don't. I can generally get the logic of things, but... this just... like, why is it taking everything? Well, that's not got the tag at all, has it? What the fuck? We might let's try doing this slightly differently. I just want to see if I can get this to work now. It's going to bug me now until I can. So if we do, let's do a string. Let's do it this way. If we do a string and we get, turn that to components. And then get tag. So we can't do that, can we? Right, hold on. Let me just check the Discord quickly. See if there's anything mentioned in there. How to export using tag. There was something that I've got no idea. Weirdly, this would actually probably be easier with pipes. Believe it or not. Right, I'm just going to clear all these. I've no idea what that means, Celestial. So, but yeah, let's go with yes. Export items, NBT. Export items that match the given NBT tag. But you give it an NBT tag and it doesn't export those items. I still feel like there's got to be an easier way of doing this that I'm just not getting. Now making 160 by 160 vertical assembly building. So I love the fact that you went from, I don't know if I could be bothered to build this, to just, let's go fucking bigger. Why not? Well, there's somebody here who's basically trying to do the same thing by the looks of it. Maybe I'm just... Hold on. Let's try... If we go components, apotheosis, rarity... It might be as simple as that. Or not. Why? Why do you hate me? If you don't have an NBT subset, I'll just export everything. It's going frustratingly, Tyler. Trying to figure some things out with integrated dynamics. And it doesn't want to play ball. That is what, that is the, I feel like I'm missing something here. Let me copy that. Paste it into there. No, that's not working, is it? Okay. So, those apotheosis from boss equals true. Enchantment. Is it, do I need that components tag? I feel like I don't actually need that components tag. So if we look at this, that components tag is not here anywhere on that. Got apotheosis from boss, enchantments, custom name. I think I'm like trying to look in a tag that's not actually present. I don't think it's an actual tag. So if we just do this as apotheosis rarity, do I need to do that though? Nope. Am I just misspelling this? No, see, if you do it like that, it just looks for apotheosis. It doesn't look for apotheosis rarity. It kind of, the colon. I don't know if there's like an escape character here that we can use for the colon. I need to get an NBT. I need to be able to get the NBT tag from a string. Maybe if we just try it like that. Apotheosis. Right, okay, let's somebody's put something in here. Which we can try. Sorry about all this, by the way. I'm sure all of you came for the riveting modern industrialization stuff, but right, the next thing is like, what do we need to change in terms of any of this? No, you're all good. No, like now I've started, it's going to bug me if I don't get this figured out. Because hopefully if I can figure something, if we can figure this out, it's definitely something that's going to come in handy later. That like further down the line. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I'm looking for though, is it? It's not. I got the wrong freaking tag. So if we do that, but we don't want affixes. It's just like, it's knowing what they actually want from it that's the thing. It's clearly not that. It is, but Picticon is using integrated dynamics, so we're trying to do it with integrated dynamics. You could do it. You could potentially do it with Laser.io. Laser.io. You could potentially do it with pipes. This isn't for me. This is for Picticon, and also me probably later on. Laser.io should be able to do it. Yeah. Well, we're trying to export on export items with a specific NBT tag, so we basically don't need to look at a particular slot. So we should just basically read any items with that particular tag and export them. At least that's the way I assume it to work. I don't know if that is correct or not, though. But it's just a case of, I guess, of trying to get the right tag and how they intend it to be formatted. That's what I'm struggling with. Like, is it looking when it's? Oh, wait a minute. No, it is an NBT tag, so it's not the contents of the tag it needs. It just needs that NBT tag. So I feel like we're in the right place here, but it's just trying to find the right formatting for it and the correct syntax. Which is clearly not that. Well, it might be if I spelt it fucking correctly. Apotheosis. It's now apotheosis. I don't know if we need the curly braces or not. Nope. Not that either. Wait, why have I got... Hold on, right. If we try... with curly braces and quotation marks, it doesn't like that. It also doesn't like that. Why is it putting... It's the colon. I swear it's the colon that's screwing it up. I swear to God it's the colon that's screwing this up. Ah. I think it's trying to get us to have a specific tag and actual data for that tag. So we did apotheosis rarity, and then I think it's mythic. Mateo, welcome, Raiders. How are you doing? Welcome to chat. Struggles to figure out what the hell is going on with NBT data for apotheosis gear. But welcome. How was the stream? What were you up to? B, you're too slow. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I've got that wrong anyway. That's not correct. Playing all the mods 10. Nice. How are you finding? Like, how far through are you? And what have you been working on? So it needs to be apotheosis rarity, then apotheosis mythic. Now, obviously, we don't just want this to be export mythic items, but it's not exporting anything anyway. Open computers might actually work. Working on tidying up the base and improving upon fission reactor. We set up our fission reactor a little while ago, and it's just been sat there. Basically, they just going through making polonium and plutonium. We don't even need the polonium and plutonium at this point. We just haven't set up the SPS yet. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be... I would like to dig further into this and see if it works. But like a tiny chest would probably work. You looking through the spring sale? Find anything nice, V? Well, the block reader... The only thing with the block reader... Well, the block reader... You'd need to use an inventory reader rather than a block reader. Because the block reader, I don't think, would essentially read anything within there. Like, all that could do is, it would tell you, you could get the tile entity of the NBT, but that wouldn't, as far as I'm aware, have a great deal there. Except the contents of it, which we can get from an inventory reader anyway. So it would be an inventory reader you'd want. Which we have. But this would like the whole point of like doing it this way, like you could do it this way. If you put an inventory reader on a tiny chest, you can get it to read a specific slot. But if you have lots of items going into one chest, you would have to read a specific slot item. For example, if you wanted to read slot 0, you could get the NBT data from that, and then you could work based on that NBT data, on the NBT data from that item. But the thing is, though, it will be able, like, an NBT exporter should be able to read the NBT of an item in there. I mean, we can do it this way. We get like I say, you can get the NBT data of it from this. If I can find it. We can get the NBT data from the item in that slot. Unfortunately, it's not overly readable. But this is... basically, the apotheosis rarity is what you need to read. But the problem is, you can't read that apotheosis rarity tag because the colon screws with things, for a start. And I don't know if we need to have an actual specific... like value for it as well. I mean, you can see if this was this the reason you were saying to use the inventory reader? Affix name color. Possibly, but I don't. We're not trying to extract export a specific rarity. I don't think. I think it's just any affixed items, any apotheosis items. So basically, what you should be able to do, if you could just extract any item that has the apotheosis rarity tag on there, that would be ideal. Like that has nothing in it. That if you could just be able to see that apotheosis rarity tag, then and export anything that has that tag, which is what I was trying to do with this. We're looking for a specific rarity there, but it says export all items that match the given NBT tag. I'm assuming what it's looking for is not a tag and value, rather than just a tag. So I don't know. Unless we can get... I don't know. That would have been what I would assume. No, very few things are straightforward to do with integrated dynamics, especially the things that feel like they should be simple. See, it looks like there is a tag here that could potentially work. But I don't know if it's for this version or what. If we get rid of the from mob one, a bit of that, because we don't really need that. Again, just, it doesn't export anything. If we try changing that to... I think this might be from an older version of Apotheosis as well. If we just search for Apotheosis rarity, subset on, subset off. What confuses me is why they're both on in the first place. That's also not worked. Why would it be? I guess it's just checking everywhere for it. Turning off recursive doesn't change it. Subset is on. I don't know what the passive interaction is. Subset's on, subset is off. That's searching for a specific rarity, though, isn't it? We'll try it. We'll try it with. We'll have to do it with mythic rather than rare because the item that we're testing with in the minute is mythic. But okay, that works. So it expects a value then. It does. So it does expect a value. What if there's a way to do with operators? I'm assuming we can't just use like a wild card for this either. Like with a star in there. I'm assuming that will probably not work. Nah, I didn't think so. You can use Apotheosis from Mob 1 for your use. I mean, if that works, then that works. That's good to know. So it does seem that this will the actual NBT tag does require an actual value. But is there anything else that's gonna have that from mob tag? I mean, is it any apotheosis stuff? Is it just the armors that you're after, or do you want the gems as well? Will this work with gems as well? Anything you can break down. Wait, are you just breaking them down into the rarity materials? Victicon. Is that literally all you're doing with it? I wish I'd known that. That's incredibly easy to do. Oh. Rip frames. Sorry, bees. Why are they still spawning? Why are they still spawning? It does not involve bees, no. This is just my massively over-engineered mob farm. Okay, I broke things. Everything's fine. I just broke things. Basically, all you need to do is just pipe them straight into a salvaging table and just have that on a higher priority. It will just automatically pipe items through there. And and it will only obviously put things that can be broken down. All you need to do is just have that on a higher priority. So the way I've got mine set up is just, well, basically anything that can go into here will go into here first. With this on a higher priority, and then I'll just break it down. To be fair, though, we did learn some things still. And when you learn something, it's definitely not a bad thing. But yeah, just basically pipe it into there on a higher priority. And that should work. Hang on, if I... take the extraction off there for a minute. Have I got anything with... I mean, provided there is space for it to go in there, it should work. So if you do that, that should have gone straight into there, turned into gem dust. And then you just remove that. And then if we go back home... I was thinking you actually wanted to keep the items. That's why I was a little confused. There, if we put collection there, they've turned into rarity materials. You like looking at them? Ah, that's fair. One thing I haven't found, though, I mean, I guess what you could do is you could... Oh, I'm trying to think if there's a way you could... Yeah, yeah. If you could, yeah, you should be able to post that as well since you are sub. So yeah, feel free. Let's see. One more say automation. You can see how to program what I want in my head, but you just can't wrap your head around it. Yeah, the first thing there says the salvaging table automatically processes anything inserted through things like hoppers and pipes. Denito dove off did a very good MBT tag filter thing for his mod laser IO. Filtering for any apotheosis affixed gear. Create operator from MBT, the item MBT, create string, affixed data, create operator MBT, compound has key. Flip into string. Yeah, that's definitely not. See, the things like flipping things, I've seen those mentioned so many times that I've never really understood how they work. I am curious now, though, how you would do this with Laser IO. Right, so we know like how to do that. But if you do want to keep the items, you should be able to do that with like put them into a chest first, and then just like have a thing that a lever that you flick to say, right, I'm done with these now. I've looked through all the ones I want to look through. You can trash them all now. Because there are NBT tags or tag filters and data filters, which I think are what we need. I'll be honest with you, this has been a very, very nice excursion from modern industrialization. So what was it? Apotheosis. So will it just search for... I don't know how the tag filters work on this, actually, or the data filters. We just search for apotheosis rarity, and we insert in there, and then we extract from there. Nope, didn't think that'd work somehow. So is it looking for tags, or... MI is a little bit like Greg. It's like the... it's kind of hard to explain without being abusive to modern industrialization. It's kind of a cut rate Greg Tech. Greg Tech has had many years to kind of refine itself and is a very well made and well put together mod. Whereas modern industrialization is still kind of young in comparison. And has got a lot of frustrations and a lot of ways of doing things that I personally don't like. But that's not the worst mod in the world. It's not far off. Right, so if we look for, I think we can actually do that. Oh, okay. So it's looking for data tags rather than NBTs. Oh, but there is a tag filter. Wait, is that what I just made? Oh, yeah, I made the tag filter, not the freaking data filter. That would explain it. Hold on. We should have wall here, right? Oh, for fuck's sake. Really that simple? based on GT and IC. Designed to be less complicated and annoying than GT. It failed miserably. Yeah, there we go. You can do that as well, apparently. So, wait, no, wrong one. And that will output the gems as well. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, not the gems. Oh no, they won't have a rarity thing. But yeah, there you go. Laser IO is honestly one of the best logistics mods I've used in a very long time. I love Laser IO. Anyway, right. Let's get back to modern industrialization. Should have had time to build a few things up. Oh, like a shit ton of raw iron. Fucking hell. Okay. Anything you've done was collecting the resources, kind of going through the SPS and fusion reactor. Honestly, I was going to go for the fusion reactor, but seeing how much they've nerfed it, I'm not sure I want to bother anymore. I probably still will, but like it's gone from... It used to be like, by default, when you feed in DT fuel directly, it gives you around about 200 million FE per tick. In all the mods 10, they've nerfed it down to at most like 88 million. Yeah, try and avoid turning your base into ground zero. Like, as nice as the green sparkly bits look, they're not good for you. Hang on, sorry, Love and Life. I completely missed your message as well. So I was playing some on the boss 10 for a bit and just found out you can cardboard box reinforce deep slates. And I want to see if you can move the deeper dark. Yes, you can. I found that out in all the mods 9. You can also... The fun thing that we found out the other day that you could cardboard box is black holes. You can actually cardboard box a black hole, which makes absolutely perfect sense. So you can actually cardboard box a black hole. But no, like, modern industrialization is honestly not as bad as I make it out to be. Their approach to things is very different to how I like to approach Minecraft. Is they basically want a lot of machine spam. The easiest way to approach it seems to be a lot of passive crafting of everything. I might have gone slightly overboard with it, and I probably could have done a lot of this with request crafting. But they kind of want you to passive craft everything, which means loads and loads and loads of machines. So Mexico with radiation upgrades. Oh, you should be fine. I mean, the other people just have to enjoy the green sparkly bits, which hopefully won't happen, fingers crossed. As I've not actually checked on ours in a while. Anyway, right, what are we doing? We've been trying to work on... Oh my god, that is... we might be getting way more ruby dust than I thought. Although this is kind of strange because... This is supposed to take 120 seconds. It's overclocked 2 times 2, so I'm assuming that's taking 60 seconds. But you need 6 ruby dust every 60 seconds. Oh, wait a minute. These are overclocking to 4 times. And that's 60 seconds per thing. So that should be down to what? I'm assuming 15 seconds? Maybe we only needed 1 centrifuge for, like, a centrifuge for the redstone into the ruby dust, and then 1 for this. That probably would have been enough. And now we're probably backing up on ruby dust. A little bit. Ooh, I don't actually love in life. I am curious though, because in all the mods 9, we had there are a couple of NPAL frames in the building that we took over. By the way, I'm absolutely not putting off doing more modern industrialization here. This is just because people keep asking questions. I'm not putting anything off. I promise. Honest. Right. I would never do anything like that. Let's see. If we put you in close to the quantum gate. Hey, GG. I've still been in two minds about whether I'm going to do the quantum gear or not. I've got to try and place this down without... Actually, it really doesn't matter which way you faced this, does it? Right. But yeah, I've been in two minds about whether I want to do the quantum gear or not. I kind of do, but kind of don't at the same time. Like, there's not a huge amount that I need for it. Or from it, should I say? Right, so if we set that there... And then set another one here. Let's put it there. Needs to be a 5x5, right? Grab a couple of flux points. Undergear is the stuff made with singularities. Yes. This stuff. Well, singularities and a bunch of other things. Actually, are there many singularities in these? Oh, maybe not. Maybe there aren't many singularities in them. You do need unobtainium gear for it, but otherwise... Oh, wait. Ah, yeah, the quantum alloy takes singularities, doesn't it? What gear am I using right now? I can't really show it off. But basically it's unobtainium, unobtainium gear from Silent Gear, all set to max, all kind of graded to max, with a lot of enchantments on it. It does the job basically. Oh, go away. Thicket? The hell is a thicket? Hmm. Wait, no, that's Cirque Orange. There we go. It did used to let me do this with Bedrock. It doesn't anymore, though. So I'm going to assume this won't work. No. Unfortunately not. It's worth a shot, though. Do you want some of my singularities, Zeta? I got 1.3 billion of them. You can borrow 6 of them if you want. They seem to have slightly nerfed the way I did it. Unfortunately. But basically, you need a... what do we need? You need an I/O port of some description. Drive. Infinite water or cobble cell doesn't really matter too much. And a void cell. Oh, there's another 571 in there as well. Basically, you get the void cell. You can change the void cell to either trash items, turn it to matter balls, or turn it to singularities. You obviously set it to singularities. You have to partition it for either cobblestone or water, whichever one you're using. You then set this up. It's probably a good idea to set it up on a separate network, honestly. And I'm going to try and find a way of adding in some power storage while we do this. Yeah, basically put it on its own network. ME drive, extended I/O ports. Put the void cell into the ME drive. Cobblestone cell into the I/O ports. And acceleration cards. This used to be to go up at like thousands in a matter of seconds. I'm wondering if I don't know if we're if it's running out of power is the problem. Shouldn't be, but no, but there you go. It used to be insanely quick. Developers not letting you put portals where you want them. I know, right? How rude of them. The best you can do is, I think you can still delete them. But yeah, that's how you would go about it. That's how I went about getting that many. It seems to be a little bit nerfed since last time I tried this. It does seem a little nerfed, but that's basically it. But like I say, like it used to be that you could do literally thousands of them in a second. And it seems to have changed. So I don't know. I need to go back through the patch notes and see what or where this changed. Never tried it, Love in Life. Are you just trying to give me reasons to not go back to modern industrialization? Because I'm perfectly okay with that. How do we make the stabilized warp scrolls again? I don't need 2 ender pearls, 4... Wait, how do we make the warp scrolls? Do I have Mage Bloom? Sort of. So, we won't automate it. There's not much point in automating at the moment. Right, so... Pearls... And blaze powder. Want to see how to make a portal room to go to any dimension in your basement? I got you. I'm assuming you're wanting something a little bit more visual than Waystones. Yeah, I figured as much. You know, I've never actually used the stabilized warp scrolls before. Right, let's just go to the nether roof, I guess. We set location there. Do I have... Can I fill that? Oh, can I not fill that? Like... Well, that sucks. I just want to fill this. Can I... Is there any way I can fill the source jar from there directly? No, of course not. That'd be useful. All right. Wait, no, not tag export bus. Not an import export bus. There are so many different export buses now. Strange. I've never had any issues with crashes with them myself. Hey, Snook, how you doing? Right, let's get rid of that as well while we're here. Oh, wait, can I use my MI wrench? Can. Perfect. Okay, right. Let's just do it out here for now. That would be a yes. You can do them interdimensionally. Good afternoon, Random. How you doing?
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, here's another question, though. Which, once again, absolutely not putting off doing modern industrialization. Can we move them using block swappers? I wish there was a way to just, like, a button to click to just reset these. Can I just want to build on top of here. Right, okay, so we should be able to do settings copier. There we go. Turn those off, grab ourselves a button. Helps if you link them. Oh, you can't move them like that either. Oh, well, that was worth a shot. Are you good, Harmite? I'm feeling a little on the rough side today, honestly. I'm kind of feeling a little bit like death warmed up. But other than that, I am not too bad. Stream has been a nice distraction, actually. Although I do need to take a break fairly soon. But Random, thank you for the 100 bits as well, man. I do appreciate it. Craze, hello. Alright. So where were we? We were making manganese and we were making chromium. 54 chromium already, that's not bad. And 613 manganese. Oh, see, now we're going through now we're making our way through all of this. So why did we, like, back up to, like, 1,000 odd before? And then nothing. Oh, wait, what? Wait. Have they changed this? Have they? Because those got used up so quickly. Yeah, still only a 1 in 25 chance of being used up. So how do we go through 2 stacks of those? I guess once it's, let's just do 256 of those. I guess once it starts going up, going kind of through things, then it obviously it speeds up. Right, let's just we'll make a bunch of drills and just keep those going. We do actually need to get the drills passived as well. Alright, put those in there. Okay, right, so what we were working towards was stainless steel. That's what we need at the moment. Let's just get rid of all of the rest of this for now. Except for that, I need to put those back on there as well, because we still need to make those. I mean, technically, we don't need to make these anymore. Like, we don't need to be doing modern industrialization at all, technically. But since we started, we may as well do. Anyway, right, nickel and iron dust are easy to get hold of, but it's the chromium and the manganese that are the problem. Chromium dust, we basically need to get the tiny chromium dust and then turn that into chromium dust. Tiny chromium dust we get by electrolyzing chromium hydrochloric solution. Or we can do bees, but we're trying not to cheese with this, so... chromium hydrochloric solution. We'll go through the chromium first. We need hydrochloric acid and the chromium crushed dust. We've got the crushed dust, we just need the hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid we get with hydrogen, which we are making, and chlorine, which we currently are not. But basically what we're going to have to do is electrolyze salt. And that'll give us sodium and chlorine. What can we do with the sodium? Got sodium hydroxide, which we can use for biodiesel, making amethyst shards, making prismarine. Do we need biodiesel for anything? Where do we get ethanol from? I guess we can use it in the diesel generators. But either way, we need, basically the general gist is we need to basically electrolyze salt. So that is the next thing we need to do. We're up to 2,651 salt now, which is good. Right, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a couple of electrolyzers for salt for now. We might need to add to this later. But while those are crafting, I am going to go and take a short break. I do like to do this every couple of hours, just to stretch my legs, grab myself another drink. If you have been sat down for a while yourselves, I've just realized that I'm actually, I was only planning on going for about 3 hours today, wasn't I? So there's absolutely no point in me taking a break. Because I do need to go shopping later. So I guess we're not taking a break yet. Return to debating taking your nap. I mean, that is the effect I tend to have on people quite. I do tend to put them to sleep, so, you know, I understand it. I was getting so into what I've been doing, Quiet, that I kind of forgot about it. Magnetic cupronickel wire. Oh, yeah. We've got to wait for it to go through here, haven't we? I need to sort so much of this stuff out. I mean, I don't see the point since the idea is just to figure out how this works. And make our way through the majority of it. I do need to put some more drills into here, though. We do need more aluminium drills. And we're missing copper rings. Of course we are. Alright, where have we got the rings? Rings are here. Okay, yeah, so we need a cutting machine and a bending machine. We've got our electrolyzers as well. Cutting machine. Bending machine. There we go. More lasers. I do need to remove these filters because these ones seem to be working okay. But the other ones don't. It's really odd. Okay, right, so we need that. We need that. We need to filter that for lube. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow I can get back to feeling a little bit more normal and be able to actually do a proper stream again. Rather than the short thing that we've done today. Alright, so what are we doing? Copper rings, right? Yeah, copper rings. Okay, right, so we need to... Copper ingots. Copper rods. Almost made a horrible typo, dare I ask, Quiet? All right, then this just needs copy that. Need a few more covered cables. And where's purple? There it is. All right. That will go there. That'll go there. Oh my god, this is becoming increasingly difficult to manage my inventory. Alright, we need a drive for the copper cables. Sorry, the copper rings, rather. I haven't slept in like 10 Minecraft days and still no phantoms. Please come to you. I need your flesh for magical things. I mean, I hope you're not standing outside chanting that. That might be what's putting them off loving life. I mean, I'd be kind of put off if somebody was outside chanting, I need your flesh. Whatever letter is next to S on the keyboards, whilst I'll spell sick. I've just read the context of that as well. I mean, hopefully I'm not. I mean, I'd probably be feeling considerably worse right now if I was. Right, okay. Redstone. We do need another emitter. There we go, right. Copper rings. I mean, it depends who you ask. Why is only one of these working? Wait, why is only one of these working? I'm a little confused. Why are you not auto pulling into here? That's a little weird. Oh, it's the wrong freaking quartz dust. No, stop auto pulling, please. There we go. Now that'll be going a little quicker. You need to come home. Wait, when are you likely to be back? So if you're not going to be back for a little while, I'll keep going until you're heading back. Now, obviously I need to stop to go so we can go and get food. But roughly, have you got any idea roughly how long you're going to be? Okay, I'll keep going for a little bit longer then. I am going to go and take a very quick break to go and use the bathroom though. So we've got another 45 minutes or so. We've got like 3.5 hours seems like a, I guess, reasonable stream length. How are we doing for battery alloy now? Oh, we've got plenty of battery alloy now. We are doing all good for battery alloy. I'm hopefully not going to be getting any of that anyway, right, we've got that's going through now. That's all working. This is all doing its thing. We are going through our raw iron. Perfect. Okay, so hydrochloric acid. Next thing we've got to do is get the chlorine, which means we're going to need a drive for the chlorine as well. I'm guessing there's not much else that we have that we need the salt for within modern industrialization. We can electrolyze it for chlorine, or we can use it to make coral, which we don't need. And pack it into salt blocks. No, it doesn't look like we need salt for anything else, so we can basically just output all of the salt into these electrolyzers. Which I think we're going to do like that and that. Going to grab an interface. Shouldn't need to output the... How am I still keeping up with the steam? I've got like 1.1 million buckets of steam at the moment. Wait, how much storage space did I give to the steam? Holy shit. Oh, I guess it would have been a 256k drive, wouldn't it? Yeah, we're only like a little over halfway filled with it as well, so I've got a chest plate with apotheosis suffix on it, but it's not named, so you can't recycle it. What rarity is it? That seems like a bit of a strange thing to have happen. Oh, by the way, before we go, I think I do want to show you guys the start to my basically I want to show you guys my storage room on my kind of long-term world. I'm quite happy with my storage room. At least so far. So in the last like 15 minutes or so, or 10 minutes or so, I want to show you guys that. It will be the only time you get to see it for a little while. Alright, lasers. What else are we going to get out of this anyway? Sodium. Oh, so yeah, I'm going to need a drive for the sodium as well. The sage just says the item takes 50% of durability damage, and it does extra. Ah. I mean, I would assume then it's not something worth salvaging. If it's just like a common rarity one, honestly, I wouldn't worry about it. Unless you kind of want the armor for whatever reason. I would probably just trash it. Sodium. You want to see? Well, you're going to have to stick around then, Quiet. Yeah, this is a little odd. I don't think I've come across any of that. I think, to be fair, though, like I've only ever really bothered breaking down anything from the epic and mythic ones. Got a call from Discount Tires asking if you're looking to sell a property. From Discount Tires. I mean, are you looking to sell a property, V? I mean, they didn't say it had to be yours. I can't imagine we're going to need to do more than 8 per second. I put a pic of it in Discord. Let me have a look. Let me see. Yeah, that is a little weird. I don't think I've seen that before. It's not even got a coloured name or anything, has it? It's your folks' old property. You're going to start saying 800k for price. What are you going to do if somebody actually says, "All right, then"? All right, so we need to insert and insert and extract. There we go. We should start getting chlorine in now. Let your folks know they've got a buy. So are they actually selling it then? So they are actually selling it. Also, you mentioned you got a bunch of games, V. What did you get? What games did you end up getting? All right, there we go. We've got chlorine coming in. I don't know how quick we're going to need to do any of these things. Like, I'm going to have to move a few things. I don't know why I've started doing things over here rather than over here, but Aloft Pine, Into the Gungeon, and Doom. Into the Gungeon's fun. I used to play that ages ago on, I think I got it through Epic's, for free on Epic. I've heard of Aloft, but never played it. Doom's always good. Have you played Repo V? Repo's worth looking into. Right, so we need to make hydrochloric acid. So we need hydrogen and chlorine. I don't even know which way I'm going with stuff now. Like, everything is just all over the place. See how, you never know. I mean, would your parents accept 900k for it? I'm guessing probably yes. I don't know. To be fair, though, I don't know how much your parents' place was worth to begin with. There we go. We've got a whole 1.5 buckets of chlorine. Okay, so we need to turn this into chromium hydrochloride. What? I've just realized that I'm doing all of this in such a fucking weird way. Hey, Tribble. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing this in such a weird way. And I've really not left myself enough space to add in more of these, which was kind of my intention. Weird is good. Weird can be good. I'm kind of feeling that I actually want to do this. Oh, I have no idea. I am so freaking lost as to how I want to do this. And Triple, thank you for the hydrate. Estimated 712k. Again, 900 is a great boost. That's fair then. I think we want to move these over. Oh, I honestly have no idea where to move these. I feel like they need to be moved somewhere, but I don't know where. Oh, God. I've made such a mess of this area. I guess if we do more of the quarries, we can put them over this way. Ah. I feel like I should have done all of this somewhere else, but I really, at the same time, do not want to move it now. Well, we need to start making hydrochloric acid. Okay, what I should really have done is... Oh, and this is another thing with working with their energy system and their overclocking system, is that it's actually really difficult to tell, like, the exact ratios you need for things. Like this, I don't know how much this is going to overclock by for this recipe. Right, it's 80 EU per tick. I'm assuming that will go up to 4 times to 32 EU per tick, so that will go down to 5 seconds. So you should be getting 1 bucket roughly 125 millibuckets every 5 seconds once that matches up. And then this will use 1 bucket every... whatever quarter of 5 is. 1.25 seconds. So they've made getting, like, figuring out the ratios really difficult with this. 125 millibuckets. How many of these are we going to need to make a... And of course, it's 125 millibuckets as well. It's not even an amount for a full bucket. So it's not... I would have preferred 100 millibuckets. It'd be easier to bloody work with. So... Oh, actually, no, it's still fine anyway. It's 8. Just 8 of these. So 8 of these recipes to 1 of the other ones. So this is going to take... whatever 8 times 5 is for 40 seconds. For a recipe that's then going to take... Well, it's going to take 5 seconds, honestly, because this is never going to get up to a point where it's maxes the overclock. Although if we got two of the chemical reactors like the electrolyzers like we have there, that's going to essentially be 1 bucket every 20 seconds, which is still a lot. Either way, we need a chemical reactor. I feel like I have very much approached this in the wrong way. This part of it, at least. There were better ways I could have done this. But whatever, it's fine. We're learning with it at the minute. That's it. I don't know how much of this we're going to need later. I'm assuming with the stainless steel, I'm assuming we're going to need a lot, though. So I guess we probably want to do... I think I am going to move these electrolyzers over to probably a floor above here somewhere, honestly. And then we can set up, like, essentially like a line of machines for making what we need and have them all in one place. And then I will probably move all of... I can't even really move all of this either, can I? Because we need to transfer the raw iron from there over to here. So many logistics nightmares. Fuck it, yeah, we're moving it up to another floor. Right, I need some of this stuff. Where are we going to put it, though? I guess just here. Although here I wanted it was going to be where I was going to do the... You know what? Fuck it. We're just doing it next to it. It's fine. Everything is fine. We're just going to put it here. Right, so we need to output from here as well. Chlorine. And hydrogen? How are we doing for hydrogen? 10k buckets. Okay, we've got plenty of hydrogen at least. I know, it's terrible, right, Mr. MKD? We're usually such a family-friendly stream here as well. I don't know what came over me. How you doing, MKD? Oh, you can't limit the amount of fluids. Well, that's a little weird, but okay. Abysmal. That doesn't sound good. I mean, obviously it sounds abysmal, but... Oh, you're not saying you're abysmal? I've felt better, MKD. I have felt better. But I'm doing alright, all things considered. Uh-huh. Okay, we haven't got a great deal of chlorine in there, but that's fine. Do I need to... Am I going to need to turn any of this off at any points? Eagles give an earlier conversation? Wait, which earlier conversation? Oh, there we go. We have hydrochloric acids. I think I'm just going to put things wherever they go, and then I'm just going to have to hope that I remember where they are. I don't know how well that's going to go, but that's what we're doing. A hydrochloric acid. We probably won't need to store a huge amount of hydrochloric acid anyway. And Fraggle. Hi and bye, Fraggle. I hope you're well, man. Hydrochloric acids. Modern industrialization. And then we just need to extract from there. And we have hydrochloric acid. 26 buckets already. Oh, that's not bad. Minecraft looks way different than it did when you last played. Seems to be a lot more in-depth mods and stuff. Yeah, this is modern industrialization. This is honestly like a cut rate Greg Tech. What about 2019, 2020? Oh yeah, things have changed quite a bit. As progress in modern industrialization, do you like the new quests? I haven't really looked at them. I figured, like, since we've done it this far without needing them, I'm gonna see if we can actually get through it without the quests. And so far, honestly, we're doing fine. We've got our hydrochloric acid now. We need to turn that into chromium hydrochloric solution. And then that needs to be electrolyzed to give us chromium dust and give us hydrogen and chlorine back. So that is the next step. We probably... Right, how long does that take? 20 seconds for 1 bucket. And this takes 10 seconds for 9 buckets. So we are going to need to store the solution as well. The chromium hydrochloric solution. But yeah, progress has been okay. We've been taking some detours to look at other things. Absolutely not just trying to put off doing modern industrialization at all. But it's all in all, it's going all right. As always, there would be plenty of ways that we could cheese this. We've just opted not to. You know, I think we're just going to carry on down this way for this. We'll just give ourselves a little bit of a gap here, and then we'll put the next two sets of machines over here. No, I did not know this. Hold on. You're just trying to sidetrack me again here, aren't you? What can we try this with? Try with a Naga. Oh, hold on. Hold on. How are you doing, by the way, mate? More ways to really annoy people with random noises. Right, what else have we got? Entangled Hatred. Oh, that's quite cool. Oh, what else is there? Is there anything else that could be interesting here? Wait, why have I got two sets of gas trophies? Why have I got two sets of gas trophies? It's not doing anything. Why is it not doing anything? Also, why have I got two of them? No! I like simple things, alright? I'm a simple man. No, it's not like it's got a sound. Unless I've just broken them somehow. Because none of them have had sounds in a little while. What can we try? What definitely has a sound? Witches definitely have sounds. That's quite cool, though. All right, let's get back. We've got work to do. Okay, right. So where are we going from here? We've got the hydrochloric acid. We need to make the chromium hydrochloric solution. So we need another chemical reactor. We're just going to do, to start with, we're just going to have one of each of these things. And then if for whatever reason we do need to expand, we can just kind of add more machines to it. John says, I'm not sure you may laugh for a bit. All right, no worries, loving life. Enjoy the lurk. I appreciate it. And thank you for teaching me how to really annoy people with even more sounds. I'm sure people will love that. How could they not? I feel like in my long-term world, I think I am definitely going to have to be a little bit more careful about how I set things up with modern industrialization. Right. This tends to be how I learn things, though. I'll go through and I'll just do things in the messiest way possible for the first time I do it, and then at least that will give me the knowledge I need to be able to actually make it pretty next time. No, well, technically this is a long-term world, but this is a world where the I guess the goal is to get to the ATM star. Whereas the other world that I started the other day, the goal is more to build and to build an actual kind of almost like a living world kind of thing. So I have like different areas for and different towns and cities all connected via either like pathways in the nether or the overworld. The whole idea being that everything is done from ground level rather than flying, and just like working on building and getting better at building in modded is a large part of what I want to do. So I started doing that. Why are you not extracting? Oh, that's why. Yeah, I started doing that a few days ago, I think. Right, so what are we doing? We need to output hydrochloric acid and chromium crushed dust. Then grab a laser. Yeah, once we've got the chromium set up and passiving, I'll load up the what little I have of my long-term world. So you guys can see what I have actually been working on. Right, that needs to go in there. And if we just, it doesn't really matter that we're not using the chromium crushed dust for anything else. We may as well just export it all into there. And then, is there anything? No, we just get the fluid from it, don't we? But yeah, I tend not to really enjoy building too much on stream. Yeah, I tend not to enjoy building too much on stream, so all the like kind of finicky, just messing around, trying to get things right. No, I won't be streaming in that world for the most part. I'll probably kind of show off what I'm doing with it every now and then, but I probably won't be streaming from it all that much. It's more my own kind of my own personal world, I guess. What do we need? 9 buckets of hydrochloric acid, don't we? I'll give us the chromium hydrochloric solution. And then that just needs to be electrolyzed, and that will get us some hydrogen and chlorine back. I think we get like, it takes 1 bucket, I think, of each, right? Or, well, no, 9 buckets of chlorine and 9 buckets of, no, sorry, 4.5 buckets of hydrogen, 4.5 buckets of chlorine. To make 9 buckets, and then those 9 buckets will give us... Wait, is this a closed loop? No, we lose like 400, a little bit. It's basically 4,000, I think it's 4,000. Wait. So 9 buckets, we'll get 9 times 450 back. So we'll get 4,050 back, and I think we'll lose. I think we'll lose 450 hydrogen, 450 chlorine on each cycle of this. The 9 buckets will take. Oh yeah, 4,500. I think 4,500 of each. So yeah, we'll lose 450 hydrogen, 450 chlorine in that, but we'll get the majority of it back. Wait, why is... Oh, it is going out. Okay. Right, and then that just goes into another electrolyzer. But yeah, I've wanted to do a world like that for a while. I have been somewhat inspired by Erwin and her vanilla single player world, long term world she started. I've been wanting to do it for a little while. Come on, little electrolyzer. What are we... We're going to be waiting on... Yeah, it's going to be the magnetic cupronickel wire. I feel like we probably need to get that passived as well. Potentially. Probably. But that's what's taking the time. Because it literally has got one machine doing it right now. That's it. Alright, so we'll put that down there. Honestly, I'm surprised you have as well. Pleasantly so. What do you think's kept you going with it? Like, what is it about Project Architect that's kept you engaged? And that, we need to extract that. Ah, the only thing with this is going to be... I might need to... Shit, I'm going to need to move this, aren't I? And, well, part of it anyway. Because we are going to get tiny chromium dust. And what we actually need is the full chromium dust. So we may as well put a packet down there and store it. Good evening, Banana. How you doing? Maybe she got a proper goal, not 800 quests. That's fair. That will do it. Right, packer. Electrolyzer. Need another one of those. I need a 64K disc for that. Destruction cards. And set that for chromium dust. Are you feeling okay? I've had better days. I'm feeling a little bit like death warmed up at the moment. But otherwise, pretty good. Did I put that away? Oh, fuck. Where? Oh, it's there. I'm going blind. It's fine. Uh-huh. Alright, and this, we need... do that. In here, we need... that recipe... set that higher. That needs to be on black though, not orange. That we can set on orange. That should start feeding that into there. And then we need to extract on green, and we need to extract on there as well. All right. Need to power where they go step by step so you don't sit around half day wondering where you should begin. See, that's always my problem with kitchen sink packs. Like, unless I have a goal, I'm generally quite bad at starting them. Me was I summoned you by mentioning Warden Souls. You do have a little bit of a thing for Warden Souls. Right, how long does this even take? I want to wait until we get our first chromium. 20 seconds. So it's going to go down to, what, 10 seconds? We could probably do with adding more, another electrolyzer onto here, honestly. So let's add one more. And then we'll add one more. We'll get our first chromium. And then we'll go and have a quick look at which... Wait. There it is. Yeah, nice. We'll go and have a quick look at my my long-term world. And then we'll have to call it a day, because I need to go and get food. People with no patience. Honestly, I think the only reason I haven't used them is kind of petty, in a way. I haven't used them because everybody is using them. If that makes sense. Like, I tend not to do things that everybody is doing. I try and do things in different ways. And quite often I do end up shooting myself in the foot with it. Modern industrialization being a case in point. It's... If I'd have just decided to cheese this, we could probably have been done with it long ago. But no, I decided to be stubborn. And here we are. But there we go. We have chromium coming in now. Back in a bit of food time. All right, no worries, Shribble. We probably won't be here, unfortunately, because I am going to have to call it a day very soon. But enjoy the food, and I will hopefully see you again tomorrow. Yeah, here we go. We've got chromium coming in now. It's going to be slow to start with, at least, but it's coming in. Well, no, if it works, it's right. Probably isn't the correct word. Oh, sorry, isn't the correct word. You've done what you've done in a single day, so you cheese it. Well, yeah, well, that's the thing. There's easy recipes, and then you can cheese the power system just by using like universal cables and flux points. The silicon's easy to cheese. You can cheese aluminium. Admittedly, I've cheesed the aluminium. Oddly enough, souls were an attempt for you to skip the well-trodden path of bees for everything. That's fair. That is fair. No, I shouldn't be too long anyway, Em. We've got chromium, which is what we wanted. So I'm going to go and show you guys a very... It will be an incredibly quick tour of my my long-term world, which I've already had to start making backups due to updates for. Use gates from power. Yeah, like there's so many ways to cheese it, but like with any game, really, like first time I play through something, I like to do it like as it was intended. Like I don't mod games until after I've played through as much as I want to, at least, of vanilla. Just risk it without any backups. I only tend to make backups when I update the pack. I should make them considerably more often, but I don't. Yeah, this is, for those who weren't here earlier, this is my long-term world. This is a world that will not generally be streamed. I'll show it every now and then. It's only been, I've only had it up for, it's actually been up for a while, but I've realized it takes a very long time to build when you have crappy tools. But I've been, basically, it's going to be focused largely on building and lore and having like a story and a whole bunch of different areas throughout the world. And it's going to be less focused on, Well, it's going to be focused on the automation, but it's going to fit it, try and get it to fit within a story, if that makes sense. So there's going to be various different areas for different things. Plus, it will give me an excuse to start playing around with computer craft, or open computers. I'm not sure which. I can never remember which one it is now. And learning Lua. We do need to have shaders on for this, though. This world is going to be designed with shaders in mind, by the way. So things will not necessarily be done in the most efficient ways. This is my storage room. This took me way too fucking long to build, and it's still obviously not done. There's a lot of decoration and stuff to be done with this. And as you can see, it's still pretty messy because there's still a lot of stuff to happen. It is nighttime. So basically it is computer craft, essentially, then. So, yeah. But yeah, the aesthetic, I've been trying to play around with like little ideas for like lanterns, like small lanterns. Still not happy with it entirely. Yeah, this was where I started. This is the actual build so far. You wouldn't believe how long this takes to do when you have only iron tools. But I wanted this to be a very kind of like naturey kind of area. The lanterns, these lanterns are just, I think, from Chipped. Yeah, just from Chipped. They're chipped versions of the vanilla lanterns. Yeah, this is about literally pretty much all I've got so far. Building that tower took way longer than it should have done, by the way. I also may have gone out and done a whole lot of flower picking. But yeah, this is pretty much what we've got so far. The idea is that there's going to be, obviously there's going to be a lot more here. This starting area is going to be literally just like, it's going to be decorative, but there's going to be a lot of kind of mostly function. I've got a thing planned out here for my portal. There used to be, there's a bunch of like almost like little pyramid structures around that have like little traps in them. There was one here. I tore it down. I'm going to put the portal for this in the middle of it and have kind of replace the pyramid, but have it more in the kind of style we've got going on over here. And that's pretty much all I've got so far. Like I say, this took me long enough to do because of crappy tools. Also, I keep breaking my armor because of this, the bunny hopper things. And the only other thing I've done is I've dug out a mine shaft, which is going to be, again, mostly decorative, but it is going to get me down to various different levels. But then throughout the world, there's going to be different build styles throughout the world and different... there's going to be lore for everything. I've been kind of a little bit inspired by... I think it was Shovel 241 or something like that on YouTube. Yeah, this just goes down to here. There's it's going to be decorative all the way down, and then everything off this main branch is going to be not so decorative. But yeah, this is basically I've got it going down like 20 levels, and then there's a thing off to the side. I want to try and make things seem like they make sense, or at least be explainable in some way, shape, or form. So that's kind of the whole idea with this world. Obviously, we're not very far into it. Once I get some better tools, which is kind of my next goal. I should be able to do a lot more building in here. But I'm trying to keep to kind of somewhat natural terrain as well, and not change it too much. I do like that tower, though. It did turn out really well. Although I do find that, like, when you're trying to build in vanilla... Oh, we ignore these bits, by the way. These, I've not figured out what to do up there yet. When you try and build in vanilla, you've got to try and make it... Or not in vanilla, in just try and build in general. You've got to try and make it so that... Like, if you have walls kind of... Something on, like, either side of the wall, it has to kind of look right on both sides. It's so fucking difficult. It's been so long since I've done it as well. Which is why we've got these random trapdoors here. Because if we don't have those there, we just got this transition, which just looks awful. Try and get every armor set in the game. That's something I'm planning on doing as well, Loving Life. I've got an area built out underneath my base for it, but I haven't really started on it yet. It's a good challenge, though, and it does give you something to focus on. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got so far. But I've got plans for like a whole bunch of different areas. There's obviously going to be a steampunk kind of inspired create area in this, like village or city in this. I've got to start getting better at naming things as well, because I do want this world to have lore and different civilizations within it and things like that. Oh, let me get rid of this. Yes, this is all the mods 10 still, yeah. I wanted to do a separate single player world that's more focused on building. But so yeah, that's kind of what I've done so far. I needed to get one thing I have found that's really difficult that I'm not used to doing. In my other all the mods 10 worlds, when I wanted to go to the Nether, I just shoved down a portal, went through to the Nether, set a home point there, or put a waystone down, and that was it. It didn't matter where I put the portal because I had the waystone. Whereas with this, I want things to make sense. I want things to be walkable. I want you to be able to travel between different civilizations. I might have one thing I would like to do is have almost like fast travel points. So I wanted this area to be down on next to the ocean. So what I kind of like the idea of doing is having fast travel points, but have them make sense. So you'd come down here and there'd be a dock down here and there'd be a ship that you could go onto, and there'd be a waystone within the ship, and then that could take you to other docks. So kind of as though you had traveled there via boat, essentially. I really like the idea of doing things like that. So that's kind of one of the things I want to do. Do it, quiet. Then there's full sets for everything, but there's about 65 individual helms, so it's roughly that many sets of armor. I'm assuming you're not going as you're obviously not going to go as far as the Silent Gear armor, given that like the Silent Gear armor, there are different. You can use different materials for everything. I'm assuming you're not going to go that far, because that would honestly be absolutely ridiculous. And it would add a lot more things to it. You consider Silent as one. That's pretty much the way I would go with it as well. I kind of wanted to... The one thing I'm a little gutted about is that the sun is always on like the far side of this, so I never get like a really decent shot of this tower. It's never properly in the light. But there we go. That's the start of this world. So you guys have seen not quite the very start. My actual where I started or initially settled down was here. Just a random village. But that is over there is where things have properly started. That is the beginning of hopefully a very long-term world. But also, I've found that trying to make storage that makes sense, that isn't just like a pile of chests, like my usual, I don't want to call it a chest monster, but my usual like 9x5 stack of chests or barrels. It doesn't look great, so I wanted to have something that looked like an actual like storeroom. Which is why we've got all of these with the little things on here. I do wish I could make it so these trapdoors didn't get triggered by me, but yeah, I've still got to do the interior of this. I've still got to figure out lighting and get all the little bits and pieces in there. The bits that Lissy is really good at usually, and I'm not. I'm intending to do that. But I have been inspired. I do want to show you guys this very quickly because this is. I want to do some much larger scale builds as well. Becky, thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. How is Becky today? Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, Shovel241 is the builder that I've... He's a creative builder, but I want to do this kind of thing in survival. Hang on, if I just show you this for a second. These are the kind of things... No, not that. That's an advert. These are the kind of builds that he does. This kind of scale that he does. It's not just him. There's a few other people working on this as well, but... If we go... these have all got lore behind them and things, and there's a story behind everything. Trying to find the... Like, look at how epic that looks. That's the kind of thing I would love to do. And he's done, like, a whole bunch of these. He's got a world. Apparently he wrote, there's a story or a book of some kind that he wrote when he was in school or in college. And he's essentially rebuilding that, like, building that world. And this is one of the things that's really inspired me. And this is all with vanilla blocks as well. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So if anybody wants to get inspired building-wise, Shovel241. And then there is... Wait, this place I really like as well. Hang on, let me see if I can find... I wish there was just like a nice big overview of it in here. There you go. Far from pain and body. Oh no. Hopefully it stops being an asshole soon. I hope so, because we need to play Repo. But yeah, things like this are just they're just insane. They just kind of absolutely blow my mind that people are able to do this. Even it's in creative, but still, the amount of work that goes into something like that, and the amount of kind of just talent is ridiculous. Anyway, guys, I am going to call it there. You have had a brief glimpse into my single-player world, which will be worked on. I will post screenshots of this every now and then in the Discord, if people are interested. And every now and then, if people want like me to go through the world at some point, when we've got a little bit more into this, like on stream, then I'm happy to do that as well. For now, though, I need to go and rest my voice a little bit because my throat is starting to hurt again. And I need to get some food. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. I don't think we're going to raid anybody today. I need to just kind of call it a day. I haven't got time, unfortunately, to stick around. Unless there's somebody I can just kind of funnel you all over to. Bear with me here. But I should be back tomorrow, hopefully for a full stream. Oh, also, Banana, have you started Ocean Block yet? Have you actually started it? Alright, I don't know how long they've been live for. They might be calling it a day soon. I'm unfortunately not going to be able to join the raid. I do need to rush off. But let's go and see Carlock. He is a fellow member of the mob stream team. Is playing Seopolis Submerged right now. Loving it so far. I really enjoy. I didn't think I would because I generally prefer kind of like expert packs. You wouldn't think that given that I had just I've just been playing all the mods 10, but like I generally prefer expert packs. But not Seopolis. Ocean Block has actually been a pleasant surprise. So, and also like I've almost got the majority of the build bits done for that now. So by the time we get back to it on Thursday or Friday, that should be done. Anyway, guys. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. We are going to go over and say hello to Carlock. I'm not going to be able to join the raid, unfortunately. I do need to rush off, but send him my love and send him all the kind of the hugs and well wishes. As far as the raid is concerned, all I need you to do is copy the raid message, the /me, #raid. Copy that. Once we get over to Carlock's, paste that into the chat there, along with any heart emotes you have available. They don't need to be mine, sorry. Any will do. Just show him a little bit of love. And send my apologies as well, if you could, for not being there. I would really appreciate that. All right, guys. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your day, everybody. And I will see you all tomorrow. Take care of yourselves.